The elevation and athleticism of LeBron at his size, just incredible.
Here's a three from Paul, and it's blocked by Davis. No luck on that one. And so it's Los Angeles in total control, up by 29 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
We've got Anthony Davis. Danny Green is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Big Dog in at the two-guard position. That's the group for Frank Vogel getting going here in the second half.
Thanks, well, Big Dog in their last matchup against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He had 39 points, and he was red hot from beyond the arc, raining down a ton of threes. Once he took over, it was pretty much impossible to find a way to slow him down. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
To the paint. And that one's good. James has got 14 points.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Second chance shot, and he lays it in. He's got 10.
Well, that's simply a case where Devin Booker outworks the opposition and gets a second chance opportunity. Nicely done.
Now James. Pass to Big Dog. 4-3. Hauled in by Paul. Phoenix has gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Fades back. Booker can't get it to go.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Payton's checked in for the Lakers. Saric checks in for the Suns. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic.
The Lakers have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Big Dog. Booker defending. Here's Big Dog. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Johnson. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And he drives in. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
It's Booker on the wing. 12 points for him. Over to the wing. Zeller finds Paul. Pass to Booker. 13 feet out. Here's Smith. Banked it in off the glass. Smith's got his second basket.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Here's Big Dog. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. Back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court right now for the Suns, we've got Cam Payne, also Landry Shamet out there, and it's Smith in at the four-man spot.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
From 13, another one falls for Phoenix.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
Pass to Plumlee. Here's Big Dog. Here's Cauley-Stein, covered by Smith. Cauley-Stein can't get it to go. And it's Phoenix's ball. To the right side. Here's Payne. And the Suns getting another bucket right there. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Cauley-Stein. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Payne, the pass to Lopez. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Here's Smith. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Strong pass there to set up the basket.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Livers. There's the three. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Here's Reeves. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. And it's going to go on Cameron Payne. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They keep piling on the assist, guys. They haven't cooled off any in that regard.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Tice is checked in for the Lakers. Jones comes in for Cauley-Stein. Payne, the pass to Saric. Back to Payne. Tice against Lopez. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. With the drive, Big Dog can't get it to go. Well, the Suns shooting just 33% so far in this game. And here's Payne outside. That shot off. And Los Angeles the other way now. Here's Big Dog. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. 23 points in the game.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pass to Shamet. 6 to shoot. The shot. Tice grabs the miss.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. It's on Dario Saric. The Lakers making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Here's Livers. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter here. And again, it's the Suns missing. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Here's Big Dog. Pass to Jones. Here's Big Dog. Clock at 6. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Payne. And he banks in the layup.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Livers. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Big Dog. Puts up a 3, and it's good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable.
I was talking to Nikola Jokic the other day, and he said that you were one of his favorite young passers in the game. How does that make you feel?
You know, that's a real honor. Joker's a genius-level passer, one of the best passing bigs of all time. So to get that kind of praise for him, that's huge. You always want the respect of your peers.
So is there anyone else in the league, perhaps, that you look to as someone you want to emulate?
When it comes to my passing?
I'll listen to whatever, but yeah, let's say that. I was asking about passing.
LeBron obviously comes to mind. Going back a little bit, I was always a big Jason Kidd guy.
The only thing that makes my pain stop.
Just let the music take over your soul, body, and mind.
Kick back, relax one time, and you will find. Yo, LA, hit me one time, make it funky. Double down on my underground sound. I'm feeling lucky for this jackpot. I jack spot to fill in my crates. We laid back, chilling and feeling the music relates. We on the to the 2, hanging with my crew. Always sitting down, now some until the afternoon turns to the moonlight. Funky tracks. Freestyling all night, doing it right. No one with tight music make it better. My crew banging through blocks like from up problems, I suppose. Honey, you gotta understand your man's got flows, and I'm leaving you. So by the time I get to Phoenix, underground hits will fiend this musical genius. Transglobal by the books like Barnes with noble hooks, armed with overlooked talented guests. So God bless crooks. The loops. Something for your troops to sit around and bye-bye. From Camel, double invest to ease stress. We brought the hip-hop, so have fun and God bless.
When the stress burns my brain just like acid raindrops, is the only thing that makes the pain stop.
I let the music take over my soul, body, and mind.
Kick back, relax one time, and you will find.
When the stress burns my brain just like acid raindrops, is the only thing that makes the pain stop.
Just let the music take over your soul, body, and mind.
Kick back, relax one time, and you will find.
Pop collars to this, wear ice to this, to this. Yo, something we missed. Yeah, like my two-way, throw bows and do the shoulder shake. We throwing bows up in here, do the shoulder shake. Oops, my two-way, oops, my shoulder shake. Oops, up, I'm throwing bows.
A look at the Lakers as they got off the team bus after arriving at the arena. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles set it. And with tip-off coming up, we've got...
Kevin, great to hear from you.
You always have. Priorities very straight with you, David. Thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Big Dog. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, the stars of the team, Leonard and George, are the forwards. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Robinson, and it's Preston in at the point guard position. For those teams, Greg, that had head coaching changes, how long does it take to fully implement a new system?
Well, it typically takes a full season, and it also depends just on how complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Big Dog. Good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Preston. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively. You gotta love that energy.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Leonard. Pass to Preston. 6 to shoot. Off target from outside. The Lakers on offense. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, I like what you said there. I mean, both teams are in the upper echelon of the conference, but they really dominated that matchup. We'll see if that continues to be the case tonight.
Here's Big Dog, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Now here's Leonard. They need this. Green with the rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Big Dog, and another three for the Lakers.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way. And, of course, Green's contributions go well beyond the numbers at this point.
Agreed. This is a guy who knows about winning, Greg. I mean, he's done it a number of places, multiple championship teams where he's played a significant role. And he brings that championship mindset to the locker room.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Now, here's George. Knocked away. Now the Lakers on the break. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
The Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And George kicks to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To end the cold streak. A shot off that time. Great D that time from Green. LeBron passes to Westbrook.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Preston. He's covered by Westbrook. Throws it up high and stolen by James. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. George with the ball. Now defended by Big Dog.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Clippers take a timeout. Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And the Clippers call time here. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns. On that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And the Lakers making a change here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Davis. Daniel Tice comes in for James. Doumbouya is checked in for Green. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Russell Westbrook. So it's the Clippers now, following the bucket by the Lakers. Now, here's Nunn. 23 points for him the last game against the Utah Jazz.
Good job there by Leonard setting that screen.
And here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-4 run. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Big Dog. And another three for the Lakers.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Leonard. 26 points for him last game against Utah.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Lakers leading by 14. Here's Big Dog from downtown, and another three for the Lakers.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Lakers lead by 17. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Well, leadership definitely in LeBron James's job description.
The conflict, it just builds character.
We've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. So for the Lakers right now, the 2 megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Big Dog is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. This Big Dog in the last matchup against the Suns was superb. He added 33 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him. connecting on a number of his shots. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Clippers trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this off. Offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Misses off the right iron.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And there's the pass to Big Dog.
Get there, get there.
He takes it in, makes it off the glass. Big Dog's got 30.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Count it.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 17 points was their biggest margin. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. LeBron passes to Big Dog. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. That's now 32 points for Big Dog.
Yeah, you know, it's like the game is in slow motion for LeBron. He sees the entire floor and sees it so well, knows what's coming, and usually always makes the right pass.
With 1 on the clock. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 4. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
George and Zubats inside at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Preston in at point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6'8" or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big guy.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Payton against Nunn. Pass to George. Over Tice. And Davis sends it back.
Davis's anticipation and timing. So good at the defensive end. This guy is a shot blocking machine.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Big Dog. They grab their own miss, and it's good. 2 points. Davis has got 6.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Nunn passes to Mann. Outside, George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And they get it back. Big dog. And another 3 for the Lakers.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. DA, thank you. Shot clock at 5. Tice passes to Big Dog. Chalk up 2 there. Big Dog's got 40 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Clippers call time here. One of the great stories here, Big Dog getting it done today.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
So both teams making some changes here. To stop the run, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Drops in the tray.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Lakers working the ball around now. 1:05 left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Big Dog. It doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Nunn passes to Mann. Now Green takes it from 10, and it's in off the backboard.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Lakers leading by 22. Here's Big Dog. It's good from long range. Big Dog's got 46 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Leonard looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. Out left to the wing. Nailed from three-point land. 11 points in the game.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary.
Clippers making a change here. Coffey's checked in. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Preston passes to George. And it's off from three-point range. So the Lakers 5 right now. The two megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Big Dog, and it's Payton in at the 3 slot. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Leonard, the pass to Coffey. Robinson for 3, and it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And that one hits back iron. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Poke loose. Down low. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game. But as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
And, Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with, incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Poked away. So it's the Lakers now. Lakers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
The Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Leonard. And Davis sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Plumlee, he's checked in for Davis. Daniel Tice comes in for LeBron. Dex checked in for Gary Payton. And Jones subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. There's Big Dog. Clock at 6. Private. Oh!
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a huge standout performance it was
for Big Dog.
Well, I like the ferocity on defense now. He was constantly putting himself in the path of steals and coming up with them, too.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA.
All right, MP, so what do you say to those critics who think that you're a bit of a one-trick pony?
Learn the game.
That's it?
That's it. Learn the game.
So will you still care? I know you've been searching for someone. You're happy and get the job done. Said you needed a man with money. I can be there. So will you still care? Freaky girl, every sign. I'm gonna try and get it right this time. I just really need a place and time. I was just staring at your face online. I wanna rock right now this time. I just and it tastes fine. Can't afford no more waste of time. I'm trying to show you being patient and now my vibe. Now my vibe. I'm trying to learn confirmation lies. I ain't never really had a patient side. I'm trying to rock right now if the time is.
Moving on to domination, the new dynamic ratings tier puts you up against the dynamic ratings cards for each NBA team. And trust me, the grind is going to be worth it because the Galaxy Opal Paul Millsap card is no joke. There's also going to be historic coach cards.
The iconic and ever-busy freeways of L.A. Welcome from Southern California. And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K Sports. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out there and get the new season of NBA basketball underway. Joining Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. With us this evening, WNBA legend Candace Parker. Hey, Candace.
Hey, thanks for having me. You're too kind, Brian. Hey, everyone.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. Kevon Looney is out there with Kuminga. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, Anthony Davis is out there with Anthony. Then there's LeBron James. Then it's MP. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Here's Big Dog. Fires for 3. Play.
in my caption. Got a little, and she texting for the, cause I got a little thing for